So just talking about the Bible and not ever going to be able to know what everything means, and you can't take for granted that, but you will, because if you don't know, then it's like it automatically, and then there's things that you just like can't, and it's like I can't know what that means. I'll just like keep scanning for what, like, you can't take anything for granted that you don't know what it means, even though I don't, and so therefore I will. You know, it's crazy. Um, so I said recently that because it stuck with me a lot laid with his daughter. Somebody said that. I was like, oh ha, yeah, what? Like, it's not that. It's like, and then I find out that it says, I think his daughters got him drunk, and then because they wanted to go back to Sodom. Before I demonize anything, I'm not an expert, so I'm not talking about like, oh, I know all this stuff. Okay, there's some understanding in the fact that they were only raised there, where it's like Lot came from somewhere else and slowly didn't want to, but he was slowly pulled into the city, and then he had his children there. They only knew the city, right? So, and when you go back to Sodom, they got him drunk. And that, if it makes seem like, oh, the Bible's like, putting everything on women, like, oh, now, it's blame women. Ruth came from that, or like, okay, so she's a Moabite, right? Then, but eventually, Jesus is in her lineage. So it was like, it's like there's like almost like a soul. This is crazy. I mean, if you want to learn like about such things as like a mighty redeemer, right? Like he's got a lineage that goes back to the most evil people on the planet. But the Messiah is the seed that crushed the head of the snake, right? So it's like, yeah, the seed of the woman crushed the head of the snake. Like, I think it is like easy, really easy. Anybody's susceptible to stupidity. Everybody is susceptible to stupidity because it can't be like in the definition, it's already implied. Like, your learning disability comes from you already have enough understanding. You already have enough knowledge. You already have enough understanding. So usually the stupidest things people say is right after they said they had enough of something in order to understand it, and they start speculating. Right? So when is it appropriate to speculate? Because you can't just say speculation is so stupid. There's appropriate time for that. So eventually you would be like, well, I don't know why, certain people get to speculate and I don't. Like, I'm gonna find out why. So you go and you can cure your stupidity faster. You don't know how bad it is. There's the worst examples of it. It doesn't have to necessarily get that bad, Like, to a degree, you have some fail safes. If enough experience or wisdom, then you wouldn't. And I mean, if you do even a little bit backslide, it's worse, right? Because it's worse if people lose their hero. So if they that's why everybody says, oh, I'm not a hero. If they do something hero, they always, because they're afraid that it's like fucking, if I show to be like, just a regular person again, It's like can be disappointing. Like more, you have to be on point now. That's cool. I just have no choice. Like, you know, I'm not sure I'm winning the responsibility. Like Morgan Freeman. So I guess it's just I'm not used to even seeing anybody talk about the Bible without saying, like, the reason I have, you know, license to, I can exegete, or I don't even know what exegesis means, but I can exegete my what is it that you exegete? Like, it's a certain peculiar, it's like a particular to something. Like, it's a Protestant, uh, it's like a, within the nomenclature of like that Protestantism or something. Anyways, like, so there's no way I'm gonna be like telling people like it's like Hallmark, you know, with music and just drive it home, like, and then everybody in the comments is like, God bless you, I love you, for thanks for what everything you do and everything. It's just like people probably think they can't talk about this shit because they're doing something wrong or something. You're always gonna be doing something wrong. What time is it? I'm up at 1:38 in the morning like a psycho. All right, I'll go to sleep.